I accidentally discovered a QR code on my husband's body. Curious, I immediately took out my phone to scan it. To my surprise, it opened a video. The content showed a personalized meal plan on the flight my husband was on. When I tried to view the details, it required a password to continue. I was instantly puzzled, but I didn't wake my husband up to question him. Instead, the next day I booked a seat on his private flight, planning to see everything with my own eyes. But as soon as I stepped into the cabin, I saw a rich woman touching my husband's hand. I didn't go up to stop them, because I was wearing a mask and a hat, just to avoid being recognized by my husband. But I noticed something else strange on the plane. All the passengers were women, and all the crew members were handsome male flight attendants. This immediately confused me, so I asked the rich woman in front of me what was going on. She laughed after hearing me, then said everyone on board was a woman. That way it would be more convenient. Soon a male flight attendant knelt down to wipe her hands with a towel. The rich woman then complained to the girl across from her that she had been married for 3 years and still wasn't pregnant. She wondered if this time it would work. The girl comforted her, telling her to believe it would definitely happen. While I was still confused, my husband came over and knelt in front of me, smiling as he helped me change into slippers. Then he asked what drink I wanted, seeing other passengers enjoying a special drink and looking satisfied after drinking it. I also ordered a special drink. My husband looked thrilled after hearing that, and warmly promised this flight would be a satisfying experience. Then he stood up and looked around, said there were still a few ladies in line, and asked me to wait a moment. Out of curiosity, I stood up too, but the plane suddenly shook and I lost my balance. I stumbled straight into my husband's colleague's arms. As we looked at each other, my husband came over holding something and scolded his colleague with a displeased look. The colleague then took the special drink and knelt down to pour me a cup. I took a curious sip and realized it was just regular cola. I couldn't help but ask the flight attendant what was so special about it. He looked around cautiously, then leaned in to whisper the truth to me, but my husband suddenly appeared and interrupted us with an announcement. He and the colleague then officially declared that in-cabin services were starting. Right after that, 2 girls stood up and followed a flight attendant. The 3 of them went into the bathroom and mysteriously pulled the curtain closed. That made me even more curious. Then the rich woman stretched out her leg to stop my husband, saying she also wanted to use the bathroom. My husband smiled and directed her to the back. I watched with a puzzled face. Soon I realized the girls were staying in the bathroom for a long time, and when they came out, they were all smiling and satisfied. They sat down and chatted excitedly. Not long after, the male flight attendant also came out, looking tired and weak. Seeing my husband and another rich woman still not back, I decided to check things out for myself, so I headed to the bathroom in the back. But after looking around, I didn't notice anything unusual. Suddenly I heard heavy breathing from the bathroom next door. Suspecting it was my husband, I knocked on the door without hesitation, but after hearing the voice, I realized it wasn't the same rich woman from earlier, so I figured I was just overthinking. I recalled how my husband had always been gentle and caring. I then assumed the QR code